time for our real estate monthly update. Okie dokie, we are ready for our August monthly update. Got something new I'm going to show you that I'm trying to do. But let's get into the stats of our month to month right now and see what's going on. Okay, I'm going to share this screen. All right. So our Asheville region on the new listings, we went down just a little bit, but not anything specifically. What I'm looking for to see, is there a trend of us having less listings across the region? So far, not a huge. I mean, we have a little bit less June, July, August. However, we have an increase in pending. So not seeing a trend there. Our closing, we had an increase in closing. The medium home price, now this is significant. Just these small increments to see where we're going. Medium home price went to $395. That's only $5,000 difference. A little bit more on the average. Days on the market still 25. But look, here's a trend that's interesting, is we're seeing more homes being on the market with a monthly supply across the region. Basically, what that means is all of the Asheville region, including all the outer counties that we have here, listed more homes in general. So let's see what happened with Buncombe County. Buncombe County, again, August was a little less for listings. Not unusual. August is a time when a lot of families are already have bought their house if they're going to buy it, because again, get into the new school system for their kids. People are, if they're going to list afterwards, they're waiting a little bit for the fall. So it's not unusual for us to have a little less in August in general. But the trend that I wanted to, we're going to get back into in-depth in Buncombe County with a new program that I've got. But the trend I wanted to show you was the month supply is growing. Asheville City, very much the same thing. Our monthly supply is starting to grow a little bit. The city medium home price is $440. The average $552. We're not seeing huge drops in home prices. What we're seeing is drops of we're seeing price reductions faster, and the market's starting to stabilize as far as continuing to have prices go up. They're not necessarily going down, though. Again, here's our trend. We're seeing more houses come on the market. This is interesting. Henderson County was on 86 days last month in July, and down to 25. Not seeing a huge trend of difference of days on the market across the board. That was just, I think, a little fluke in Henderson County. Medium home price in Henderson County went down a little bit, but still, yeah, this is to 406 is still significant. The city of Hendersonville holding steady with what it's been the past few months on housing supply. But again, that's our trend. We're seeing the trend is the housing supply is starting to grow. So that means two things. The houses are, more houses are being built being listed, and it's taking longer for them to sell. Now, what I wanted to do for our special focus is the new program that I'm utilizing right now. And I'm going to show you that one. It's the RUSE report, and just a pretty way of looking at our statistics. And this is for Buncombe County. So some stats here at a glance. On their percentage, more homes sold in Buncombe County overall from what it was a year to date. We can get into this a little bit more when I get into the blog on writing things. Our inventory is, again, starting to see it go up more. Days on the market, the medium days on the market, still, you know, we're around 12 days on the market. That means from when it first, when it went into contract. This is a medium, so even though some of those houses are sitting longer, some of them are definitely going under still yet on the day that they're listed. So August was still considered a seller's market. I think this is very important for you to know that August was still considered a seller's market. So if you are a buyer from out of town and thinking you're going to get a good deal now because of what you're hearing nationally, it's still a seller's market here. Pricing. So this is interesting a little bit. We're seeing the average price in Buncombe County was $25,000 more than it was last year this time. That's a huge significant. Okay, that is a lot of increase over 1 year. And we did see, though, that we had a price drop going pretty quickly this month. So trying to figure out what is a good price for the house that you're going to be listing is very, very important. Volume at a glance. The active listings increased in August, but they also, the active listings increased, but they were some of them that included to come over with the pending. Overall, the volume was down in Buncombe County. All right, so we do have a trend going. The average home price in Buncombe County decreased by 1%, but the value was 5% higher than what it was last year. Okay. So the takeaway with this is that real estate is so very much about local. It's important about being local. Location, location, location. If you are from out of state and you're moving here from New York, California, Colorado, then some of these prices may seem very good to you. If you're moving here from Florida and thinking that you're going to get a good deal because you're hearing nationally house prices are dropping, well, they're not dropping significantly in Buncombe County. So, you know, if you think your cash is going to get you $25,000 off, it's not. You need to come prepared to, still yet, it's a seller's market. You need to come prepared to make your highest and best offer immediately, and have your proof of funds ready, and have if you're getting a loan, having that lending pre-approval letter ready to go. If you are an investor, it is time to look at the trend about increasing housing supply. I would not be worried, but the fact that our housing supply is having a trend of being increased we still have a huge housing shortage. When you have a month and a half as a supply, that is not a huge amount. So if you're an investor and you're building, or a contractor and you're building new construction and speculation, I think you're in good shape for another year. Don't worry about that because we still have the trend of the prices going higher from last year. If you are doing a rehab project, as long as you can get something turned around in 9 months or so, I think you're still fine. I think the key to sellers right now is that you have to make sure that you have the correct price when you list the house. That's the most significant thing. And of course, I can help you with that. I run these statistics all the time, so I'm very familiar and I'm right on target with where the list price is and then the offer that's made. Okay, if you have any other questions, shoot me an email, mary@lovethegreen.org.